Now, I want to ask you also about your criticism of the government and home care packages. These are crucial in an ageing population and when we want to keep people out of aged care facilities. What is the government doing here and what should it be doing?
Well, we're not really sure what the government's doing. For some weird reason, under the cloak of darkness in January, the government published on their health and aged care website some sort of indication that they were going to change the eligibility criteria for what previously been included in home care packages. So immediately all the home care providers went, OK, well, it doesn't appear as if mobility scooters or medicines or a number of other things that have previously been available will be available in the future. So they've refused them to the people who they support. Minister's going, nothing to see here. Well, my question to the minister is, if there's nothing to see here, why did your department publish this information on the website, which has sent many aged care providers and home care package providers to do what they've done, and in the process of doing that, denied many Australians who rely on some of this really vital support to keep them out of aged care facilities because we know it's what they want and we know that it's cheaper. I mean, it just is a level of incompetence or disregard that the department needs to answer, and I'll be asking questions about it on Thursday, you can be sure of that.
Good, we'll follow up on that and see what answers you get. I just wanted to move on to another issue. Last night we spoke to your colleague Rowan Ramsey about social and crime problems in Ceduna escalating since the cancellation of the cashless debit card. We're about to speak to another former mayor from Ceduna, Perry Will. Before we go to him, do you believe that in Ceduna and other regional centres around the country that the end of the cashless debit card is already seeing an increase in social problems and crime? And it is asking too much, given they've reversed the scrapping of alcohol bans in the Northern Territory, is it too much to ask the federal government to reverse their decision on the cashless debit card, to put it back in place?
Well, I think there's absolutely no doubt of that weight of the numbers of people who've contacted me and my colleagues around the higher incidence of social harm behaviour as a result of alcohol in the communities that previously had these supports in that have been ripped out, and Ceduna in our home state is one of them. And I've got to say, I get really angry when I see Minister Rishworth coming out and saying, oh, it's because there was a funeral in town or it's because there were floods. I mean, the minister really needs to get out there, stay overnight, don't run away and hide at the first sign of some unrest in the community, and see for yourself what really is happening and actually see what is happening to the women and the children in the community, because it is absolutely heartbreaking going out there. And this government sort of ideological bent takes no regard for the pain and suffering on the ground. So I hope they'll listen, but I'm fearful, Chris, they won't.
Yeah, look, no one's suggesting it's a magic bullet or a silver bullet, but there's a lot of evidence that there was improvements underway. In a practical way, lives were improving. It seems just so reckless to throw all that away. Thanks for joining us, Anne Ruston, Senator Anne Ruston. I appreciate it.